Millions of people are turning AI chatbots for all kinds of questions, important questions, like what color should I paint my house, but other things like medicine. And your doctors may be doing it as well. So our medical expert, Dr. Kohli, is joining us now. You've warned us about those of us saying, "Ooh, I have a rash," not doing it. But we don't think about doctors using it.
But we are. In
Okay.
fact, we are wholly embracing AI chatbots in our clinic. And I would say at every step of the patient visit, we are using AI chatbots to help us. So, for example, patient sends in a referral, you check their insurance, you check their copay, you check how much you need to collect from them. That all happens with the AI chatbot that does the insurance. Then you see the patient. I walk into the room. The first thing I say to the patient is, can I use an AI scribe to take notes? And I've got a recorder listening that listens to my entire encounter with the patient, makes all the notes from the visit so that I can look at the patient rather than be busy typing. Then when I'm done, it tells me what billing codes to put in to the insurance company based on what we discussed, prints out a patient education handout that I can then text to the patient. And then afterwards, if I want to look up a research trial or something, I can use that AI chatbot to do that. The new generation medical AI chatbots even tell you what to do to manage the patient. So patient comes in with a sore throat, they say, we recommend this antibiotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see here. Those are clerical issues and things that AI is great at, and that's fantastic. But you as a doctor, don't worry. I mean, this is the slippery slope that everybody worries about. You don't worry that the more you interact with AI, now it's already talking about sore throats and here's an antibiotic, that one day doctors aren't going to be necessary because it's going to learn so fast.
I worry, Phil, not so much that I'm not necessary, but that I'm going to atrophy, that my skills are going to decay. Because, for example, we have to take a board exam. Every few months we have to take a bunch of questions, and it used to be just us and the questions. So it tests your knowledge and it helps you learn something. Then they made it open book. Now you can use AI chatbots for your board exam.
Oh, that's cheating.
So then you start to ask yourself, what are you really retaining in terms of your knowledge, especially when most doctors won't question an AI. So they've actually looked at this, surveyed it, research studies tell us.
But it can be wrong all the time.
And it is wrong.
Yeah.
So that's what I worry about. Not that it's going to replace me, but that I'm going to get so dependent on it that I will not be able to function as a physician without having.
And then you'll be replaced by AI. The end analysis here. It's a look. I'm not one of these. I embrace AI in certain ways, but it's concerning because you as a doctor, you have hands-on your patients and you have experience and all of these things, and AI learns from all of that. It's if you input all of your information, into AI, it would then have the information that you have in your head and be able to interact with all.
It is, but it doesn't get all the information. So AI is not good at picking up nonverbal cues. AI is not good at doing a physical exam. AI is not good at reading sort of between the lines. AI is not good at knowing what it doesn't know. So if you only put in 2 pieces of history and you leave out a 3rd piece of history, AI is going to give you an answer based on those 2 pieces. So I'm not worried that I'll be replaced, but I'm worried about an over-reliance in medicine on AI. Now, to your point, the administrative stuff, it works perfect. It writes letters to insurance companies. It does all my paperwork for me. We used to do something called pajama rounds, where doctors would sit in their pajamas till midnight doing their clinic notes, finishing up, what they did during the day. Now we don't do that. So I'm loving it for that, but we really have to be careful about using it for diagnostics, making it make the diagnosis, using it for treatment recommendations, which now Open Evidence and others have started doing, saying you should treat your patient with this. So I'm more using it as a reference. Okay, now this suggests this. Here's where I'm going to put my clinical experience in and then decide.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for all those things because you do want a doctor looking at you when they're taking notes. So I love that.
Yeah.
But I also want you looking at me going, my gut says, and I know you know that, but nobody else
Absolutely.
knows. Right.
And that's what AI can't do. It's one of the things AI can't do.
Right, and keeping up with all the references in the literature. So if you are going to use AI in the clinic, make sure you ask your doctor when you walk in, Doc, do you use AI in this clinic? If so, how is my information being secured? Because sometimes we upload patient records in there. And then say, how are you double checking the validity of the AI? Which AI bots are you using? Those are the questions I ask my doctor.
Still a little bit of the Wild West with AI. But we're all moving forward together.
Yes,
Doctor,
we
thank you.
are. Thank you.